whenever I'm hanging drywall, like for example right here I have a ceiling light. I don't measure and try to cut that out ahead of time. I hang the drywall first and then I take my router and I route it around that. So I need to locate the center of this box. And it happens to be, it's 21 inches. So I'm going to write 21 right on this piece of drywall, directly in line with the light. I also want to make sure the wires are tucked up and nice and tight so my router doesn't cut them. That's the only measurement I really need. If you were worried about finding it, you could take a measurement from the other edge as well, which is 61 inches. And then I write 61 from that edge. That's how I'd find the center of this box. So, the only way you're ever going to get it cut out accurately is to cut it out after the drywall is tacked in place. And by tacked, I mean just that. Don't over fasten it or put too much pressure against the ceiling box and it will bust out. You can shut her off. There's a perfect example of why you don't fit the drywall tight. If I cut this the exact length, which is almost about a ½ inch longer than I actually cut it, I would never gotten it up there because it's just too difficult to maneuver it. By having it ½ inch short, I'm able to get it up and into place, even though it wasn't particularly easy, but it still went pretty well. Alright, now I'm going to cut out this electrical box in the ceiling. It's 21 inches from this edge. So I put a mark 21. And I know it's tacked to this ceiling joist, so I'm just lining it up by eye so I know where that is. Remember, I did measure from the other direction, so if I wanted to, I could check it. It's 61. And 61 is right on that mark, so we're good. Now I got the panel tacked in place. I don't have a lot of screws. I did not fasten this edge. I did fasten that. So there's a little bit of pressure on it. I'm hoping it's not too much that's going to cause it to bust out. Notice how I tried to kind of catch that as it was nearing the end of my cut, because if that just falls to the floor, the router's still on, it picks up all that dust and blows it right back in my face. So that's why I try to catch it right towards the end there. But that's a good cut. After I cut it, I always push up on it, remove the excess dust, and make sure it's a good fit. So that's nice. That one did have a little bit of tension on it, so this corner kind of puckered out just a little bit. But I know that's a smoke alarm and it's a pretty large piece that goes over this, so I'm not going to have to worry about patching that. Alright, the ceiling in this room is hung. Now I'm going to start hanging the wall, starting with the back wall here. And try to move some material in here, get started.